These are the best ways to waste time. 10. Never switch off the TV. We all have that one show where you need to know what happens next, even if it means losing a few hours of sleep each night or going hard with the TV screen all night long. Some of us want to know just how the House of the Dragon falls, others the next Rick and Morty adventure, and most simply must see Marvel's next big hit. With that in mind, it's not much of a surprise that the TV takes some time from our lives and also takes a small part of any average Joe's life. From a few hours a week to week-long movie marathons and binge-watching shows, sitting across from a TV screen has come to be one of the most effective ways to waste time. But hey, you might as well get something good from all that waste. In 2016, Alejandro Fragoso won the world record for watching TV for 96 straight hours. An award for sitting on your butt all day long. I don't know about you, but I don't mind if I do. 9. Waiting in line. If you ever waited in line at Starbucks on a Monday morning, you probably know all about how time-wasting waiting in line is. As it turns out, standing there in a line and wondering why you don't drink tea instead takes a significant chunk of your life. Based on scientific research, the average person throughout their lifetime spends 5 years waiting in lines and queues. I know what you're thinking. That is a lot of waiting, and what's worse, there's no way to get out of it. If you think about it, probably one of the ultra-rich 1%ers never have to worry about standing in line for something. For the rest of us, there's always something you need to wait for. It may not be Starbucks, a busy drive-thru, a crowded bank, or even a popular pizzeria, but you're still going to waste time waiting for something. Waiting in line is simply inevitable. You're probably waiting in line for something as I speak. The next time you have to wait, try reading a book or listening to a podcast. If that doesn't do it for you, try to make a new friend. You know what they say, there's some good in every bad. 8. Excessively posting on social media. Since the world became a global village, some of our favorite pastimes have been uploading on Instagram, participating in TikTok video trends, tweeting about Twitter happenings, and posting on Snapchat. With all the cute selfies being taken, viral videos being recorded, and trending hot topics being discussed, there are about 2.5 quintillion bytes of data created daily by humans. According to Domo's Data Never Sleeps 5.0 report, in a day, Snapchat users upload 527,760 pictures, 456,000 tweets are sent all over the world, and 46,740 pictures are posted on Instagram. Everybody always seems to be uploading something. That's a good amount of time wasted on keeping up appearances. Social media has become so much of a major presence in our lives that with the endless amount of people to connect with online, impress with your seemingly perfect life, and share your deepest thoughts, you can spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life uploading one thing or the other. Won't it be better to take a step outside and physically connect with people once in a while instead? 7. Spending hours on YouTube. I shouldn't be complaining really, because the more time I get you to spend watching videos here is a job well done for me. Nonetheless, the average person spends a full day each month on YouTube. It is a sizable chunk of your time. The average length of a YouTube video is around 3 minutes. A lot more than that more often than not, truth be told. Then combined with the fact that YouTube happily informs you of more videos like the one you just thoroughly enjoyed and spent time on. It's an extremely clever trap that can keep you staring at your screen for a whole day. I know it works on me. The diverse content of YouTube means that it can pull just about anybody into an hour-long spells on their screens. Be it a student trying to study, a professional looking for a particular instructional video, or a gym freak trying to work out at home. YouTube has got everything it needs to steal hours and hours from your life. So if you're going to be spending some time here, you might as well pick something good to watch and check out more videos from our channel while you're at it. 6. Reading all the junk mail in your inbox. Did you know that the average American adult receives almost 560 pieces of junk mail each year? Or that about 100 million trees are grounded up to make all those solicitations that get barely a glance before being dumped in the trash? Living in today's world means you always have some unwanted mail asking if you have insurance, need a vacation, want better rates, or something else. But sometimes you can waste time by clearing away the junk instead of ignoring it. Go to your email spam filter or junk folder and browse through to see what's available. It may be a waste of time, but in the end, you might find something unexpected, like a much lower insurance rate, a really good and cheap vacation you might need, or an ad for a device you never know you needed. Take those minutes to empty your junk folder daily. At the very least, you'll be taking out the trash in which you can find a better insurance plan if you're lucky. 5. Going to the gym to do nothing. There are always 3 types of people that pay for a gym membership. First, the sweaty fitness freaks with their body goals, then the ones who go to the gym and not do a single thing other than hang around, the hangarounds, and finally the ones who don't show up, aka a virtual body trainer. The fitness freaks and the virtual body trainers are of no concern to us. They don't ever waste their time, but the hangaround, they spend a few hours some days of the week doing absolutely nothing productive at the gym. That's a classical waste of time. I've seen this happen several times. People who go to the gym with plans of swimming or some other lightweight workout, for some reason or other, just end up doing nothing. But there's something the hang-arounds have going on for them that you might not be aware of. They're constantly motivating themselves. By being around people who constantly push themselves to their limits, it gives them the courage to test their limits. If you think about it, it's a lot better than the virtual body trainer who ends up wasting money and staying unfit. So hanging around the gym can be quite a good way to waste time. 4. Getting lost. Getting lost can be one of the most excruciating time wasters of them all, because it usually happens when you're on your way to an important meeting you just can't be late for. You might not have figured it out, but we spend a good portion of our lives on the highway driving aimlessly, looking for the right exit and following all the wrong directions. It's a pretty common time waster, and it doesn't get much more frustrating than that. So if you're one to have a lot of important meetings and you're as bad as directions as a blind man leading the blind, get intimately familiar with your GPS or Google Maps on your smartphone or car. Also, remember to ask for extensive directions when you can, or get a friend to help you navigate if you're going for a longer ride. But if you aren't that important in your meetings, or you're having a more leisurely drive, getting lost can be a good way to waste time. It's a good opportunity to explore, drive around if you've got the gas, find new roads, and when you get to your final destination, you might be richer in experience. With the high gas prices though, you might want to save being an explorer for later. 3. Finding something missing in your phone. You probably have more than one frustrating experience with this next time waster, and you should know that you're not alone. Searching for a misplaced document for hours, finding your keys every time you want to leave the house, and even the TV remote every time you want to watch something interesting can be quite a time waster. I find it personally mind-blowing how things you own can be there one moment and gone the next, especially when I need them the most. Houdini can learn a few tricks from my house keys. 2. Watching the 24-hour news cycle incessantly. There's always so much going on in the country and world, and there are countless news outlets in the world to cover them. If you're big on knowing what's happening around you, it's easy to get caught up in following the election candidates, bicker, listening to all the crime stories, watching the wars, and more. You could spend the whole 24 hours listening to what's going on around the world, and why it is a 24-hour news cycle. In this day and age, though, that can just be seen as a waste of time. 1. Taking a good long nap. Depending on whom you ask, taking a good long nap is either the perfect way to waste time or a time waster that depicts an utter lack of priorities. To one sect, taking a long nap means you have a huge lack of ambition and zero motivation to achieve your goals. And to the other group, taking a nap is a refreshing activity that helps you get your head in the game. As it turns out, both parties are right. For some people, wasting time to get a nap can kickstart otherwise sluggish productivity, and for others, it marks the beginning of a more productive work cycle. Whichever the case, the rightly timed relaxation can make you more productive. So accept that streak of laziness. You might be giving your productivity a huge boost by wasting all that time resting. Alright guys, that's a list of the best ways to waste time. Are there any ways to best waste time that we omitted? Feel free to share them in the comments. Lastly, remember to always use your time effectively. Even when wasting time, you can be productive. See you in the next video.